I really hope this works. Oh, thank God. It looks like it's kind of working. I really was gonna get... Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, can everybody hear each other and see each other? God. Yes, same. Can hear you, but not them. I can't hear Kurt. We can't hear Kurt or John. What? Why not? Yes. Well, I can't. Desktop audio. Ooh. I don't think people could hear for me. No. No. Well, okay, because I know what's going on. I know what the issue is. The I'm just checking my stream. Oh my God, I don't know what they're saying in the chat. It's going so quick. But thank you for being here. No, I don't have the desktop. I know what you're talking about, what to click. And I'm trying to find it so it allows desktop audio to be heard, and for whatever reason, it's not here. Can you guys try talking again really quick? Yeah, it's not getting you guys. That's what's going on. Yeah, it wants to just get me. Huh. Okay. They really don't. But also, you guys, I don't know, if you just open all of them at once, you'll be able to hear everybody. Can you just open them all at the same time? So everyone can chill out. Browser source. Okay, wait. Ooh. Oh no. Oh my God. Now we hear nothing. What? What? What does that mean? Oh, you did? Wait. Let me try that. Which source did you choose? Audio output or input? Perfect. I'm gonna make this shit work. Is it working now? Guys, chat. Nope. Ah! Ah! Oh my God, I don't understand what people are saying. Sometimes I look at God. It all started. Listen, if it doesn't work for mine, I don't really care because everyone can just have it open. I don't have a lot of stakes in my Twitch channel for it being serious. So it's okay if I'm happy about everybody. This is actually pretty exciting. This is pretty exciting. And it's just because it's about one I just don't understand why it Doesn't wanna. In audio output capture, how did you get it to get your desktop? You guys are all getting tech. Have fun. Oh, yeah. This. Yes, John, you can take a photo. A list of what? Yeah, well, I mean I got the output, the audio output one, and then it takes me immediately to this page that says audio output, and it's like the little it goes down so you can see like device default, use device timestamps. Do you see that page or not even at all? I swear to God. Yes. So how do I get it to work? Because on Mixer, it still won't show. Oh, wait. I don't think so. No. Yep. Yes. Uh-huh. Wait. They're disabled. They won't go to default. That's the only option is disabled. It opens up and it says it's the only option. Oh. You know what's so crazy? Is you're trying to explain this to me, and do you know what's going through at the same time? Fucking Dylan's voice, got my foot on the gas every 2 seconds, and I'm so thankful for people following. I'm so thankful, and it means a lot, but I'm like, I feel like I'm losing my mind. You know what? You guys, if you want to just lurk on this stream, you can. I'm not even really, don't worry about it. We're just going to go and we'll figure it out. Yeah. I realize now people are saying they can't hear my widget sounds either, so it's just all my desktop sound is not going through, is what I'm realizing. Well, I'm living in a land of torture, just listening to come and put in the gas over and over again. It's fine. It's fine, guys. Don't worry about it. What do we want to do, boys? Yes. He didn't even tell us. You didn't even tell us how is playing with your other friends. Uh-huh. That's actually really cool. And I hope you're having a fun time. That's pretty nice. I'm proud of you. Yeah, I agree. That's very cute. And you know what? When I did my actually, would you guys be annoyed if I take out these headphones because maybe they'll be able to hear you guys through my mic? Is that dumb to try that? And then I have a response. Okay.
Nothing will ever annoy me.
Maybe
except Curt not inviting me to play Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, that sucked.
Guys, I want to do it. I the second I figured out how to make a game, I'll invite. I haven't even.
I will make a game and invite both of you.
Did you guys all hear them? Wait, I think this is like
Hello,
actually
testing.
working.
Is it working? Is it working? Is it working? Testing, testing,
Yep.
testing. Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I.
Sorry
We're
to
live?
Taylor, who's getting our whole show tonight, baby. Yeah, we're in.
Get Taylor in here.
I saw one
Taylor was just
comment.
the
I
headphones?
don't know who it was. I'm so sorry. It was going so fast and there's so many colors. But I saw someone say, I can hear them. And now you can hear that shit. But I was hearing like ever so, they're like, we can hear it ever so faintly through the headphones. And I was like, now wait a damn minute. If that's the case. Okay, great. That's where we're at. Now
All
back
right,
to
guys, we're
Curt
in
not
it. We're in
inviting
it.
us in.
Yes.
Back to what's important.
Listen, I just got a PS5 like a week ago, less than a week, and I didn't know how to do multiplayer. I don't even know if we can do. Can we do multiplayer? Because you guys are on PC, right?
Yes. You still can.
Yes.
Can we do What's great about
can
it?
you
You can do cross-platform.
Oh my
You're
God.
gonna hear
Okay,
all
I
of
didn't-
these.
I didn't even know that was possible. Okay, this changes everything because I didn't make the game, so this is why I did. It's like the party is happening. I can't invite. So now that I can make the party, I'm gonna invite you guys.
Now I can make the party. I'll invite you guys. By the way, I would just like to say, because we're acting on this stream, I am using my Pokey cup for actors.
Amazing.
We were in this
Oh.
show.
I'm at an acting studio right now.
Amazing.
So I'm
John, what about you?
Yeah, we're fully immersed.
My acting water glass that I use every time I act. I have this particular glass of water.
And how is it gone for you?
Just, just like this glass, I'm transparent.
Oh,
So you can see right through me.
that's kind of nice. Are you guys hearing all my alerts? And is it the most annoying thing that's ever happened to you?
Yes, every
Whoa,
time. And
whoa! What
honestly,
is a
I hate
hype
it.
train? What is a hype train?
Did you get a hype train?
It's a super hype
I'm gonna
train.
mute this alert box.
It's great. It's basically it encourages people to keep interacting and
Jesus Christ. I'm so thankful for
point here
everybody.
is-
Please don't get confused.
Dylan needs a Grammy.
Dylan needs a Grammy. Okay, here we go. I got this shit on lock right now.
Please keep subscribing to Mariah. Keep following because we really appreciate the support so that we can keep doing this every single day.
John. No, yes, I agree with John. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm being a bitch. But I'm just a frustrated little girl. I think I fixed. It's so much quieter now. It's so much
Monologues
quieter
I've
now.
picked for you today.
Yes, let's transition. Let's
Use
transition.
this energy. Let's transition. Let's
transition.
Let's do a physical warm up.
Oh my God,
Let's
what?
everybody get up.
1, 2,
Everybody
3,
up.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1,
1,
2,
2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1.
Please, please.
So
So much. Okay, should we?
Great.
how do we decide who's first? How do we decide like who gives first and where are? Yeah,
Who
I don't
has a
know.
birthday coming up?
What?
Who is a who? Yeah, well, I don't know. It's
Who has a birthday coming up? I see. You're
Who has
doing
the next birthday coming up?
Not me.
I'm in July.
I'm in
Kurt, you're in
June.
July too. Oh, you're in June. Kurt?
June, yeah.
Kurt. Does that mean Kurt
mean I'm
goes first? I think he should
I think that means
Act
Kurt
first?
goes first.
or picks
Oh
first.
man.
I think acts
Or
first,
pick.
right? I think he should act.
I think he should act too.
Yeah.
He's
Let's do it.
first.
Yeah.
So, that's great. So, okay, great. Kurt, would you like to do some Shakespeare?
Yeah, Kurt, do you want
Yes.
Shakespeare or contemporary first? Okay, good. Let's start with
I'll do
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. We'll move forward through the history of
I think
theater
so.
in a
I
linear
agree. We
fashion.
start with the old.
Okay, great. I win.
Come to the
Yeah.
new. Out with the old and with the new
This is good.
Sharpay
I love
Evans.
this. All right, so here's what I would like to do, Kurt.
Okay.
I've got the chair. I've got the acting hat, the teacher hat. Here's what I would love for you to do. I know you're already familiar with this monologue, so I'm going to shake.
Yes.
So what I would love for you to do first is I'm going to have you do the monologue right away, and then take as much time as you want, moment before, et cetera, and then what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to break down each part of the monologue, and I'm going to ask you to summarize in your own words. So you're going to be doing a lot of paraphrasing.
I'm literally
in your own
anxious.
words these different moments. You don't need to be anxious. Stop.
Okay.
I'm healed.
So
I'm better
all you
now.
have to do is paraphrase it, memorize your own words. Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna send you as well the first folio version.
Wait,
of
John, can you send it to me so I can follow along?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, we have a Discord chat.
Oh, in our
going.
Discord.
I will have you know, I did this piece when I was 17. We did a production of Macbeth, and I directed it, and my interpretation was that it was all like The Matrix.
Ooh,
And
that's
I wore
really
a
fun.
very cool trench coat.
Wait, what?
I wore a very cool trench coat, and I
That's
thought
very
I was
cool.
High school?
changing theater. Yes.
Did you do
I
this at
really-
the International Thespian Conference?
No.
Well, then somebody stole your idea, because when I was at the International Thespian Conference in high school, somebody did The Matrix Macbeth, and they also had skateboarding on stage and a half pipe on
know.
stage, where they were like doing half pipe tricks while in the middle of this Matrix Macbeth show.
No.
Finger on the
like it.
pulse, you know? We just.
Fucking
Yeah.
killer. All right, so that's the.
I'm also uploading mine onto here, and I don't want I'm letting you guys know now. I don't know why I titled it this. I did title it "Act Monkeys," so don't be shocked when you get the file.
Wow.
But it's all you'll see all the little force scenes, and you'll know what they're. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Okay. So this is great. I am so fucking excited about this. Thank you, Kurt, for being the guinea pig.
And I'll mute
yeah.
myself
I've just
when.
sent it to you. Please
Kurt
don't.
goes.
Or do it. So Mariah, you can. I just put it in the group chat. You
Yeah,
can
we'll
look it
follow
up there.
along.
If people want to follow along at home, I will post it in the Twitch. Or not? I'm sorry, not. I'll post it in the Streamlabs. Okay, Kurt, take your time whenever you're ready.
All right.
Thank you for being so generous with your talent.
This is Macbeth, Act 1, Scene 7. Enter Macbeth, is what it says. If it were done, when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence, and catch with his sure seized success, that but this blow might be the be-all, end-all here. But here, upon this bank and shoal of time, well jump the life to come. But, I messed it up, with his,
It's okay.
but in these cases, we still have judgment here, that we but teach bloody instructions which being taught return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poison chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First, as I'm his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed. Then, as his host, who should against the murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like angels, trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off. And pity, like the naked newborn babe, striding the blast over heaven's cherubim, horsed upon the sightless couriers of the air, will blow this horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls on the other. And see.
Yes.
Really, really, really great already. It's clear you have a lot of great energy and you know a lot of these ideas. I'm going to push you a little bit, if
All right.
with your permission.
Guys, I'm walking out of
Push
frame,
me.
but I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay.
So first of all, amazing. Clearly you know this really well.
Thank you.
My first feelings watching you do this is, number one, you should play this part. And it's also in your like range and your age. Like
Yeah.
you could clearly play this part. So keep in mind any ideas that I'm talking about with you are just they're fodder, they're food for thought for the future when you eventually are offered the part or offered to audition. Okay?
When you're offered the part.
Got it.
Okay.
Period.
So the first thought when you started was you were very sure of yourself, which I think was also
Yep.
just a part of like, because we're all friends and we're playing along, but like you were smiling and like having a good time. And I think I have to ask you, what is Macbeth doing in this monologue at the top of the monologue? Like, what is the purpose of him coming out on stage and thinking about all this? What is he going to do?
His wife has just basically been like, yo, if we knock this guy off, we can just take over. So he's coming out being like, if I am going to do it, which I'm kind of into the idea, we better do it really fast, because if we make a mess of it, if we take too long with it, we could get caught. But then his conscience starts to catch up. But at the beginning, he's kind of like, all right, okay,
Who
yeah,
is
I'm a
this
little
guy to you
excited about
as well?
this.
Is he a
It is.
stranger?
Is he a stranger?
Do you know this guy? Is he your friend or
No. He's like your uncle or something. Like the king is like somebody that he has been tutored and mentored by and like knows. And so it's kind of like, at first I think in the play, like he's kind of hesitant, but then his wife is like, no, listen, like this is your time, dude. And so he starts to kind of be seduced by that idea and is like, yeah, maybe I could do it. Yeah, what if I did it? And so he's kind of hyping himself up.
Okay. Yeah, great. Just to raise the stakes a little bit at the beginning, I want you to think this is like your best friend. Curt Mega's best friend in the world that you're going to go do this to. That's the first thing.
That's true.
Yeah. Then I want to summarize. Okay, so you summarized the first part already. That if it were done, let this be done quickly. So what is it? Why is he? If he's trying to hype himself up, what is he doing in the next idea? But in these cases, so in the monologue,
because he starts to get hesitant. Yeah, he starts to get concerned because he's going.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah, he's worried because he's saying, wait a second, it's not as simple as that. Like, just the fact that I will do this could potentially open up an entire can of worms, and it actually could come back to haunt me in pretty profound ways. When he says, this even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poison chalice to our own lips. He's basically saying, I'm trying to poison somebody else, and yet I'm actually drinking from it myself. And then he kind of starts to unravel as he talks about the fact that this is his somebody he looks up to, somebody he admires. He says he's my kinsman and I'm his subject. you know, and then also he's the one hosting him. So he's like, it'd be like if I invited you over and was like, what if I killed John though?
Yes.
It's like, no, I'm letting John sleep in our guest bedroom. But what if I killed him? You know, it's like that's kind of the idea.
Yeah, and that is a moment that is a thought that, because you come in, hype yourself up, but then you're like, the more you think about it, you have that idea. In this next time you do it, I want you to imagine that you had this idea, you discovered this idea just as you're saying it. Like, wait a minute, no, he is here in two ways. First is what you just said, and then second is the second thing. Okay, so that's idea. That idea is clear, and then so what is the next phrase? Besides this, Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his office that his virtues will plead like angels, trumpet-tongued against the deep detonation of his taking off. What does that mean?
He starts to get really remorseful about what he's going to do. He starts thinking about Duncan's character, and he's talking about the fact that he's meek. He's been a wonderful leader. He's been a great, person, and now he's considering offing him, and now he's starting to really wonder the ethics of that. And he says the fact that he's such a good person, he's beloved by everyone, that his virtue will plead like angels. It's like, it's going to really upset people. He's not just some corrupt person. He's actually really good at what he does, and he's a decent person. And so it's kind of even more nefarious. It's like, wait, you're going to kill this guy? And then he starts to really spiral when he's saying, like, it's everyone is going to know what I've done. He says, starting with the blast, shall blow this horrid deed in every eye. Like, everyone is going to know and be wrecked and devastated by this thing. And then he's like, I don't think I can actually do it anymore. I thought I could, and now I can't. And then right when the monologue ends, that's when Lady Macbeth comes in and is like, do it, dude. And she talks him into it.
Oh, you mean
awesome.
She seduces him into it.
You are that is so well summarized.
No, I just made a bad joke. I'm sorry. You're doing beautiful work.
Me to ask you to summarize all of those things. I don't want to spend the whole year or the whole hour doing that. Let's asking you to summarize bit by bit. Can we do it one more time and then just raise the stakes again? I lost him.
I lost him too. He acted too close to the sun. He's back.
Oh, there we go. I'm back.
He's back. Don't even worry about it.
You would play this part one day if you want to. I think just can we do it one more time before we shift to a new monologue or scene?
Yes. I like doing them 2 times. That's fun.
I like that
perfect.
Too. So this is your best friend who that you're going to do this to, and he is one of the best. It's like killing JFK, or like one of the best people to ever exist, because as soon as it happens, everyone will weep.
After this one, may I do audience compliments?
Please.
I'm your audience. Director audience.
I'm getting notes, but they're broken up. We're back. Okay.
I don't have any notes. I don't have any notes.
My internet is not enjoying
We're
this.
back. Sorry, yeah, mine either. Okay, whenever you're ready.
All right. If it were done when 'tis done, then 12 are done. I can't speak. Starting over.
Start over.
Okay, you know what's happening is you're thinking, and that's really good. Okay.
If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch with his sure see success but this blow might be the be-all, end-all here. But here upon this bank and shoal of time will jump the life to come. But in these cases we still have judgment here, that we but teach bloody instructions, which, being taught, returns to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poison chalice to our own lips. He is here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed, and then as his host, who should against the murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like angels, trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off, and pity like the naked newborn babe, striding the blast o'er heaven's cherubim, horsed upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow this horrid deed in every eye, that tears will drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only a vaulting ambition which o'erleaps itself and falls on the other.
Ooh! Acting! That was so lovely. That was so beautifully, like...
Thanks.
Great.
It's so nice when you hear Shakespeare, like, be over a webcam and feel cinematic and, like, thoughtful. And yeah, that was really beautiful. Yeah.
It's because the stakes are so high, just like in musicals. There's no other way to treat this moment except by speaking in verse. And
Real.
Curt, you fucking nailed it.
Kurt, that was
You
beautiful.
watch Benedict Cumberbatch do Shakespeare?
Jake?
Yeah.
Man,
Yes.
watching him do Shakespeare, I feel like that where, like, you know, there's some actors that do it and you just go, oh, right. Yes, there's some words that are you know, strange and bizarre, but you understand it. You were like, I know what he's saying. Maybe I don't know what that
That's the
word
thing.
meant, but you just feel it. And I feel like
Yes.
he in particular, I've seen some of his work, and it's just, oh, it's extraordinary.
I
It's
love
extraordinary.
him.
His Hamlet is
Well,
just
what you
ridiculous.
just did was extraordinary.
Thank you.
What
Absolutely.
You thought through every idea, and I felt personally, emotionally affected, so thank you for doing it.
I agree. I agree. Thank you for starting that off, too.
All right.
That was beautiful. I feel like John has to
Mariah?
act.
Who's next?
I feel like you.
Okay. All right.
Wait, do we have anything old school for John? Because
Yeah.
mine are not old school.
I can do the monologue you picked for me.
That I picked?
I also picked a pretty good one for you too, John.
Wait,
I don't know
wait.
if it's old school, but
What did you pick for John again, Kurt? Did you already say?
I picked Christopher Walken's monologue from Pulp Fiction about the watch.
That's very
Okay.
exciting.
Okay.
I'll tell what I picked for
It's
John.
in the messages.
I picked the critically acclaimed Meryl Streep, Devil Wears Prada cerulean monologue. John, you will be doing both of these, so it's just a matter of what you feel is next.
Am I allowed to go twice?
2 times
And
in a
who's
row?
directing?
I think we direct what we picked
the
out for
one?
each other, right? I thought that was the unspoken.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I've got both of them.
I think Pulp
turn-
Fiction would be fun to
out.
start with.
Okay, I can do that.
I feel like it's
There is
serious.
some language in this monologue. There is some language.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Kurt, do you have
just
anything
put it out there to the
you should know or
chat.
say?
You can always filter.
Do you know this movie at all? Do you know this
I
character?
do. I'm very well. I know the movie very well, but
Right.
I don't know if there's something.
Right. No, I just like this monologue. It's so weird. It happens. It's such a weird moment, and it's little baby Bruce Willis finding out about this watch and where it came from, and it's why the watch is so important to him.
Wait, did you send it in the chat, Kurt?
Am I allowed to use a prop?
It's in the it's in the
In Discord?
yeah. You can use a prop. Yeah, it's in
Wanna see if I
Discord.
can
Yeah,
use my watch.
it says Captain Coons.
I found him. The first line. I don't want to say it's not mine to say. Ugh. It will be
This is a
said.
monologue. Okay. I could probably do a Christopher Walken impression, but I'm not going to. Obviously.
Why not?
No. Make it your own.
Unless
Make it
you want
your
me
own.
to.
No,
All
I
right,
want to
make
hear
my own.
John's as
Is there
well.
anything you want me to say before I go into it? Is there something I should know or think about, or?
No, I think this is like I feel like this is probably a story that he's been waiting to share with his son for a very long time. You know what I mean?
Oh, Kurt, you
Yeah,
froze.
with this kid.
Now he's like-
Oh, you're
I guess
back.
that makes sense.
Yeah, now he's like old enough to know the legacy.
Okay.
Okay. Look at him. An actor prepares.
Okay. All right. Give me what? Gotta do something.
No, I know. Sorry, I'm trying to find I pulled up the freaking script and it's gone. I should just watch.
All right.
Watch. Because I was reading it
All
like
right.
subtitles.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, little man. Hang on, I just gotta mute Mariah.
No!
Let's see here. Mute. Take it again. Okay, look, okay. Mute Mariah. All right, here we go. Okay. Hello, little man. Boy, I sure heard a bunch about you. See, I was a good friend of your dad's. We were in that Hanoi pit of hell together for over 5 years. Hopefully you'll never have to experience this yourself, but when two men are in a situation like me and your dad were for as long as we were, you take on certain responsibilities of the other. If it had been me who had not made it, Major Coolidge would be talking right now to my son, Jim. But the way it turned out is I'm talking to you, Butch. I got something for you. This watch I got here was first purchased by your great-grandfather during the First World War. It was bought in a little general store in Knoxville, Tennessee, made by the first company to ever make wristwatches. Up until then, people just carried pocket watches. It was bought by Private Doughboy Ryan Coolidge the day he set sail for Paris. This was your great-grandfather's war watch, and he wore it every day he was in the war. Then, when he had done his duty, he went home to your great-grandmother, took the watch off, put it in an old coffee can. And in that can it stayed till your granddad, Dane Coolidge, was called upon by his country to go overseas and fight the Germans once again. This time they called it World War II.
Sorry.
Your great-grandfather gave this watch to your granddad for good luck. Unfortunately, Dane's luck wasn't as good as his old man's. Dane was a Marine, and he was killed along with all the other Marines at the Battle of Wake Island. Your granddad was facing death, and he knew it. None of those boys had any illusions about ever leaving that island alive. So 3 days before the Japanese took the island, your granddad asked a gunner on an Air Force transport named Winaka, a man he had never met before in his life, to deliver to his infant son, who he had never seen in flesh, his gold watch. 3 days later, your granddad was dead. But Winaka kept his word. After the war was over, he paid a visit to your grandmother, delivering to your infant father his dad's gold watch. This watch. This watch was on your daddy's wrist when he was shot down over Hanoi. He was captured and put into a Vietnamese prison camp. He knew that if they ever saw the watch, that it'd be confiscated, taken away. The way your dad looked at it, this watch was your birthright. He'd be damned if any slopes were going to put their greasy hands on his boy's birthright. So he hid it in the one place he knew he could hide something, his ass. 5 long years he wore this watch up his ass. And then he died of dysentery.
Real.
He gave me the watch. I hid this uncomfortable hunk of metal up my ass for 2 years. Then after 7 years, I was sent home to my family. And now, little man, I give the watch to you. That was bad. That was rough.
How is that bad?
It's just such a long story, and there's so much detail work that I haven't done at all.
Loved it.
So anyway,
Beauty of a cold read, though. That's
We're cold reading.
Right.
We haven't practiced
Right.
any of these.
Right.
Anybody?
I felt you created a lot of there was an intimacy to the piece.
I did
I
too.
felt like my father was speaking to me. It was warm. It was kind. I liked it.
I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was
Next
really cool to
time,
watch you start to
Mariah's
get
up
into
on
it.
stage doing that scene with Steph and Pete. I'm gonna be up in the front row laughing my ass off.
Oh, you did something funny. If I did something funny, I'd be happy you laughed. That's the tea.
That's fair.
It was just it was such a good, funny delivery, and I don't know why it's not, World War II is not funny, but
it is a
something.
funny scene.
Everything about it was funny.
No, it is a funny scene.
Yeah.
You're right.
It just, who it reminded me of was like, because I haven't watched Pulp Fiction in so long, so I honestly don't even remember how he does it. But how you were doing it, John, reminded me of one of my favorite I Think You Should Leave sketches, the one with, what's his name? The, like, triples is best. Like, I actually...
Bob Odenkirk.
With Bob
Yes.
Odenkirk.
Favorite sketch.
You are really
My
in
favorite
that
one.
place, and it's like, and she's beautiful, but she's dying. It was, like, really giving that, and I love it so much.
Yeah.
It tickled me.
But she's dying.
It tickled me. Director
Right.
Kurt?
That's actually a huge compliment. Yes.
I have no notes. I think
Yeah.
for a cold read, it was
I'm just having
great.
fun.
If I had actor notes, I would
Yeah.
say, it was a similar thing you told me. I'd be like, oh, when you're reliving those stories, like I would love to see like you go there even more of like
Yeah.
flashing back to that moment to like come back to the present. That may be kind of just a fun storytelling thing, but I thought it was really fun. I don't have any overhauls or anything. I thought it was great.
I love it. I love it.
That's a great note.
Can I ask you what your favorite part to say was? Like, did you have any part where you're like, that felt really good coming out of me? Like, it felt very natural? Or, like, right?
Parts I felt in the moment were talking about Private Doughboy Ryan going to Paris, then calling it World War II, and because I was trying to think, okay, this guy's in a Hanoi prison camp
Yeah.
with his father, and they both got this hunk of metal up their ass, and he's got to memorize this story. They're probably in this camp trying to survive and repeating this story back to each other as something to do for months and months because they don't have anything to do. So that's kind of what
I
What
just...
makes it funny is that it's played so honest.
That's what I was
That's
literally going to say. That was
Yeah,
exactly what I was going to
That's-
say.
oh, yeah.
It's
Christopher
not-
Walken's also extremely. He's funny.
He's
on that.
so
Yeah.
good. He's so good. And so, yeah, he's also, he's taking himself very seriously, and I like when you're doing that, too. I think that's where the comedy comes, and also the, like, random touching moments as well in the midst of it.
Should I just go into the Devil Wears Prada monologue?
If you want to just
Or do you
double
want
up,
me to skip?
yeah, I think, why don't you go into the Devil Wears Prada one if you want to?
All right, great. Yes, let's do it.
It should be, I think it's the first one in Act Monkeys.
Wait, did you send it to me?
It's in the
send it to
Discord
me?
chat.
Oh,
Do you see it?
what? No. Wait a minute. I don't think I have Mariah.
I'm in this chat with you guys. Oh, I didn't press send. I was like, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. It's right here.
I know. I was like, what am I looking for?
It's
What am
right
I-
there.
Okay, here we go.
There we go.
I've done that on Discord. I've like I thought I sent messages and I just left it without sending, and then done that many times.
Mariah, can you read Andy's
Yeah,
line?
I'll be Andy for you to get the ball rolling. And so where the scene starts for everyone, this is Andy. Anne Hathaway's character is just getting started at this company. John will be portraying Meryl Streep as Miranda Priestley, but John, I will hope that you bring your own Miranda Priestley to the stage.
I can do that.
And right now, Andy, who I will be reading for, laughs because they're trying to figure out belts, and they both look blue to me, but they're actually very different. And that's what I'll give. That feels like enough, right?
This is personal to me because cerulean is my favorite color.
Really
Whoa.
exciting. Really exciting
Since I was in
stuff.
kindergarten, I loved the cerulean
Really?
crayon
Wow.
out of the box.
This is huge. So this is personal, and I would love to see that come immediately. I want to see Kindergarten John on that first line.
May I ask one question before we get started?
Of course, always.
Is it Yves Saint Laurent?
I think it was Yves Saint Laurent. Yeah, that feels right.
Is it? Do you hit the T at the end, or is it silent?
Saint Laurent. Saint Laurent. Saint Laurent. Yeah, I think more silent.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Saint Laurent.
Okay.
Like aunt.
What does the chat say?
Oh.
You ever heard of aunt? I think that's what it is.
Whenever I went to Paris once, and I just walked around the whole time going, ha ha, and Kim kept going, please.
Oh,
stop."
poor
And I was
Kim.
like,
Kim's like,
I'm speaking their language.
I'm like du fromage.
All right.
You know?
okay, I'm gonna pretend it's Yves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Yves
fine.
Saint Laurent.
If you believe it
Okay,
to
okay,
be
here we
true,
go.
it's true.
Okay.
All right. I will
Sorry,
be
there's a
here
dog
with
outside.
you.
I need to wait. Hold for dog.
Hold for dog.
Okay, here we go. Something funny?
No. No, nothing's, it's just, both those belts look exactly the same to me. I'm still learning about this stuff. Yeah.
This stuff? Oh. Okay, I see. You think this has nothing to do with you. You go to your closet and you select, I don't know, that lumpy blue sweater, for instance, because you're trying to tell the world that you take yourself too seriously to care about what you put on your back. But what you don't know is that that sweater is not just blue, it's not turquoise, it's not lapis, it's actually cerulean. You're also blithely unaware of the fact that in 2002, Oscar de la Renta did the collection of cerulean gowns, and then I think it was Yves Saint Laurent, wasn't it? Who showed cerulean military jackets? I think we need a jacket here. And then cerulean quickly showed up in the collections of 8 different designers. Then it filtered down through the department stores and then trickled on down into some tragic casual corner where you, no doubt, fished it out of some clearance bin. However, that blue represents millions of dollars of countless jobs, and it's sort of comical how you think that you've made a choice that exempts you from the fashion industry when, in fact, you're wearing a sweater that was selected for you by the people in this room from a pile of stuff.
Wow, John. That was so centered.
That first line, I was like, oh, I'm intimidated.
I got really scared.
Immediately.
And then I was like, I think I was just giving the line, and it was literally so good that I was like, should I stay acting in the scene with you? And then I went, I'm going to exit. I'm going to leave. I'm going to let you. That was stunning. That was stunning.
I would be so lucky. Meryl Streep ate that role. There was nothing left, so I should be so lucky.
You did an incredible job, though, and I felt very natural coming out of you, and you held a very terrifying space, and it was captivating all at the same time.
And you captured like intimidation without having to like raise your voice.
Absolutely, that's huge.
I really dug that.
That's huge. And you know what I loved is like your beats were a little different, and then there was one that was like quite similar to like how Meryl did it, and I don't want that to be like it was similar to Meryl. It was like good. You know how sometimes it's good to steal from people, and it was like, yeah, I don't know how it could have been.
Talking about.
Yeah, and it's like,
I think we need a jacket here,
yep,
maybe. Was
yep,
that the one?
yeah, and it's like that is how the pacing should be for that line. That's exactly how it should go, and I loved it coming out of your mouth. You know, where it was just like that one time that was the same, and I was like, and it should be, and it was done, but like in your voice, which is very cool, and I feel like it's very important.
Too kind.
I'm honest.
Thank you for letting me do it.
What if we just eviscerated each other on this? Just for like, that was terrible. Nothing worked for me.
Could you imagine?
I didn't feel anything.
I didn't feel anything. Yeah, here I go, and you guys are going to be like,
It was fucking nothing.
Some like acting classes that I've been to here.
oh, God, real.
Name names. Let's do it. Let's name some names.
What did you guys each bring for me?
I have a couple of options.
Oh.
Kurt, you go first.
I sent you the opening monologue
Yes.
from the 2015 Wachowski classic film,
Oh, right.
Jupiter Ascending.
I really don't remember how this goes at all. I think I watched it on like a
And,
drunk Thanksgiving with my family.
Never forget that Eddie Redmayne won an Oscar shortly after his performance in this. If you've ever looked up Eddie Redmayne in this movie, just Google Eddie Redmayne, Jupiter Ascending. It's amazing. He screams.
Wait, he won something for this?
No, but he won an Oscar shortly after.
I see what you're saying. He won for Theory of Everything or whatever. But
everything, yeah. But this is Mila Kunis as
right.
Jupiter Jones.
That's her name.
Titular Jupiter.
This feels okay. I've only read the first sentence and I don't want to read anything else. But can I have an intro into the tone? Is this also very serious? Is she taking herself extremely seriously?
Space Shakespeare opera. Imagine every time Eddie Redmayne's on screen, he's always like, "My mother told me," and he like talks like this. So it's everything is so serious, and it's in space.
Okay,
it's so epic. So
I'm excited.
There you go.
Okay, and this is literally like the opening monologue.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm so nervous.
Exposition dump.
Okay, here I go. I'm scared. Let me put this over here. I want to act on this side of the screen instead of that side. Okay. We ready?
Oh, so ready.
I'm ready.
I have to set this first line is so hard to get out of my head, and I want to play it as a bit, and I know that's not how it's supposed to be. Here we go. Curt, stop. I get how you feel, John. Sorry.
I'm muting.
If you guys want to mute, that'd be great. But also, I gotta be a tough girl. Okay, here we go. Technically speaking, I'm an alien. And from the perspective of immigration, an illegal one. My parents met at the university in St. Petersburg where he taught astrophysics and she taught applied mathematics. My mother fell in love with him when she found him almost frozen to death on the bank of Neva, staring at the stars. Tonight the sky is completely full of miracles. My mother won't talk much about that time, but my Aunt Nino told me about my father. Max. His name was Maximilian Jones, and he was the son of an English diplomat who always saw the best in people. And I often wonder if what happened to my mother and father changed me from someone who might have seen the best in people to someone who always expects the worst. How's my Jupiter? Not a planet. The planet. The biggest and most beautiful planet in our solar system. She is our Jupiter. And over my dead body, we will name her Jupiter. Soon, you will discover that your mother can be extraordinarily unreasonable at times. But fortunately for us, she remains susceptible to your father's particular charm. Is there a whole scene I think there's a scene happening at the end of this monologue. I think, because there's like a moment where it's like, Max, and then it's like all this, and I'm like, I don't think this is a monologue anymore.
I couldn't find an exact manuscript. It was just the transcript. I think I got.
I was into this.
I'm gonna end there.
I was still in the moment. It's not my. I loved what you did, but I'm not gonna say anything, Curt, because Curt goes. This is Curt's.
This is Curt's baby. Jupiter ascending.
Yeah, okay. It picks up with I was born without a country, without a home, without a father. That's at the end.
Oh, it's at the very end. Wait.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just
dialogue. I think there's overlapping dialogue.
That's what's happening. I'm like, whoa. I see it. I was born without a country.
Mariah's performance is the only thing I know.
Without a home, without a father. But I was born in the house of Leo. Okay? Wait, hold on. But I'm getting lore, actually, and this is kind of interesting as I'm reading the rest of it.
Wait a second.
This is the last sentence. With Jupiter rising at 23 degrees ascendant, according to my aunt, this is supposed to mean that I am destined for great things, that I will find the one true love of my life. Fuck off. That's my least favorite kind of trope. Sorry. Who is the love of her life? Is it Channing Tatum? Whoa.
Listen, here's what I appreciated. This movie is one of the most bombastic and strangely self-serious things I've ever seen. And I love that you played it just like so. You went against the grain. You just said, I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to speak it. You didn't give it a weight.
I almost slipped into it because it really just reads so campy, and it feels so hard not to say it campy. And I was like, also, what a thing to cold read. I like when it's a lore dump cold read, which honestly, John, yours was kind of close.
Well,
The Pulp Fiction one does have that, like, when you're reading it, you're like, what am I talking about? Like,
yours is more though, because there's so many names in yours that
I don't even know who I said.
That you know. Yeah, yours is more of a lore dump.
Listen, your one true love is an elf. It's a space elf. So
I haven't seen this movie.
just look up Eddie Redmayne in Jupiter Ascending, and it will tell you everything you need to know.
It was
I've
like
seen
on
that
during a
scene
holiday.
where he screams.
Yeah, I've seen his stuff from it, honestly. And you know what? Which is a bummer because we let it slide for Eddie Redmayne, but you know who we like didn't give as much stuff after to pretend that grammar was right. But Dane DeHaan in Amazing Spider-Man 2 really was acting out of his booty hole. And that movie kind of, had little floppy flops about it. And I was like, why aren't we making him villains all the time? I just felt like he was such a strong villain and we just didn't give him.
He is great in Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
He's great in
Oh, I haven't seen the movie, the boy movie yet. But I will see it.
So many men. So
But
many men.
I
You're
actually
just
really
like,
do want to
and
see
here's
it.
another man.
I do
And
wanna
here's
see-
another man.
And one more.
Another man.
How about another? 2?
And then you're like, that's Josh Peck. Why is Josh Peck in this movie? Okay.
Why not?
I'll
You know
wait.
who I'm excited to see in it? Apparently, Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid is in it. You guys know
and
him?
then also, if you guys ever saw the Santa Claus, the guy who plays the elf in the Santa Claus.
Bernard, and it's what's his
Bernard.
name?
Yeah. Bernard the
Bernard.
elf.
No,
David Krumholtz.
Krumholtz.
David
Oh
Krumholtz.
my God, that was gonna.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
lose
yeah.
my mind. I'm sorry to him. He's quite funny. I always forget his name though, but it's just because Bernard is really someone special.
But no, listen, I
Great job with that
appreciated
material.
that you played, you threw
Thank
it
you.
away, you didn't overplay it, you just
Thank
let
you
it
so much.
be. And I went, I'm just watching a real conversation. And if honestly the movie had been this, I think I could have gotten through it.
That's actually an incredibly nice thing to say. That is a very nice thing to say. I think if they said to me, Mariah, you're cast and you're playing, you know what I used to think about Channing Tatum, and this is not kind, but it is what my brain used to think. I truly was like, I look at him and I think Thumb from Spy Kids. Remember those Thumb guys?
Yeah.
And I just, it's not fair.
I have an unrelated question.
Yeah,
An unrelated question.
absolutely.
Mariah, do you go out for a lot of like commercial voiceover?
No. No one wants to see me for
Have a
commercials.
commercial voice?
Yeah,
Do you have a commercial VO agent? Because you're very good at the nonchalant.
Yeah, I could just be like,
energy.
TJ Maxx, we got deals
I
every
wish.
day. Whatever.
Well, that's absolutely a skill
Yeah.
that I just
I
don't
appreciate.
have. I have to really try to do that, and so I think I feel like if you had a good commercial, a good
You know what
VO
I've done
agent,
quite a
maybe
few
you
of
out a
though?
lot.
I've done like educational stuff where it's like
Oh, industrial
teleprompter,
stuff,
yeah,
yeah.
industrial stuff, and I love doing those. They feel like really, they don't feel soul sucking to me. They kind of feel fun and campy. So like, I really like doing those. But I've gotten more of those opportunities honestly than I have with voiceover. I just think that there's more people who sound exactly like me who've been doing it a long time, and my reps are
Voiceover's
just kind
hard,
of like,
man.
yeah.
It is hard. It's just hard to break into.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, I'd love to do it. And I got together like a nice reel last year, but I don't know, kind of in this weird
will.
limbo. So we'll see.
Same. I got dropped by my agent mid-project about 3 months ago. Literally, I emailed them and said, "Hey guys," and I sent a stupid selfie from the booth, and I was like, "Having a great time recording this project that I was working on for 3 months." And
I
then they
think
wrote
you
me back
mentioned
and they
this
were
a little
like-
bit, and
they wrote me back
it's
and they were
so
like,
shitty.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna part ways, and I was like, "I'm working on a show," and they were like, "Oh, yeah, well, once you're done with that, we'll be through."
Oh, cool.
I really do
anyway,
genuinely
well-
though, Kurt. I really do like, and I don't mean this out of like any sort of, I hope you know, like any sort of pity way, like, but genuinely sorry that stressful, shitty experience happened. Because it's just kind of like,
it's kind of wild now to think about. It's just that's a funny story, but it's
Yeah.
like it is so, voiceover in particular. It's like they are It's such a hard code to crack, and it's like I don't know. I don't even know what it is they're looking for because they.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that is. I completely agree. Kurt, I would love. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, John. I'm so sorry.
Oh no. No, I'm done. I didn't know what we were doing next. You're gonna do another one.
I was just gonna ask if Kurt could do the one I got for him, which is Laura Dern's Oscar-winning monologue from Marriage Story.
Yes.
I would love it. It's in there. It should be. I think. Let me double check. I think it's the one on the bottom. Yeah, it says in big bold, Laura Dern Marriage Story. And it's a nice.
Noah Baumbach. Let's go.
That's right.
Writer of Barbie.
I also had another backup if we had time is I would love someone to do the Mia Thermopolis Princess Diaries one where she's like, and I am Mia Rinaldi or whatever she says at the end. I would also, maybe. Okay. Do you have the materials?
I do.
Great. Whenever you're ready.
People don't accept mothers who drink too much wine and yell at their child and call him an asshole. I get it. I do too. We can accept an imperfect dad. Let's face it. The idea of a good father was only invented like 30 years ago. Before that, fathers were expected to be silent and absent and unreliable and selfish and can all say we want them to be different, but on some basic level, we accept them. We love them for their fallibilities, but people absolutely don't accept these same failings in mothers. We don't accept it structurally, and we don't accept it spiritually. Because the basis of our Judeo-Christian whatever is Mary, mother of Jesus, and she's perfect. She's a virgin who gives birth, unwaveringly supports her child, and holds his dead body when he's gone, and the dad isn't there. He didn't even do the fucking. God is in heaven. God is the Father, and God doesn't show up. So you have to be perfect. And Charlie can be a fuck up, and it doesn't matter. You will always be held to a different, higher standard. And it's fucked up, but that's the way it is. Damn.
Kurt, your reading was really... I felt like you were, really there for me as a woman. I honestly, I'm not even blowing smoke up your butt, but there was, like how you said, and it's fucked up, at the end, and I was like, bitch. Yes.
As I was saying it, I was like, wow.
Yes.
This is true.
It was actually really cool, and why I think these cold reads can be so magical, and I feel like this is something you've all, I'm sure, felt at some point, where you're starting to, good written works, as you're getting through it in the cold read, being like, oh man, I'm getting so into what I'm saying as it's coming out of my mouth at the exact same time, and I could feel that energy, and it was it was really nice. I was like, feminist icon, Kurt Mega. But it really did. It didn't feel performative,
great.
which, honestly, the reason why, it's exciting to give you guys traditionally female material is because I know it would never come out of a performative place for either of you. You're going to be able to take the work and, be in the work. And I don't know. I was just I think I told you guys this off stream, not on stream, but I've been watching so much RuPaul's Drag Race, and so I'm so sorry. All my compliments are gonna be that was sickening, Kurt. That was. But I really just want to be period. It was really wonderful.
Bang.
John, how'd you feel? I like to code teach.
I loved it. No, I loved it.
That was great.
I thought it had a really clear rhythm. It felt like you were taking moments to think.
Yeah.
It felt like you were discovering some of those moments in the middle of the monologue. They felt like they were coming from an authentic place.
Yeah.
And it felt like it had a really nice build.
Yeah, it was paced very well.
I don't think I would tell you to go further because I think it was really good for film. I think what you did was great.
Yeah, that is so true. I think that you really hit dynamics so peak.
I would call you back.
I'd call you back.
I would call you back.
Well, that's what I love about, in particular, and not to diminish either their work by making them married, but I love Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach's writing, because I feel like I have a beef with dialogue that I can tell the writer was sitting there going, oh, this is a killer line. Because it just
And you
takes me out
feel
of
it
Like,
every time.
like when you're watching a scene and someone's like, what happened? And the character will be like, I was 4 years old when my father left me. And you're like, oh, no.
Oh, when dialogue's just exposition?
Yeah. Yeah, when it just, you go.
Kill me.
Yeah, it's like you go, here comes a writer thing. And I think that both of them are, especially all their scripts. This is why I love Little Women so much. I just never feel that like facade. And it's like when you read their stuff, it's super easy because you're just like, it's just conversation.
This
And
is
it
also.
just-
Oh, sorry, Kurt.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Finish your sentence.
No.
I'm like hyped, and so I want to interrupt.
No, that's just
and it's
that's
not
why
fair.
I love their kind of material because it's so easy to do, you know.
I agree. And sorry, you said Little Women, and it's funny because I knew immediately I wanted John to do this cerulean monologue, but I had so many options for you, Kurt, and my third that I didn't put in here was I actually wanted you to do the Amy one from Little Women of the and I will get married and do this. And I would have had John do the Joe March
so
one.
good.
I really started casting in my head and thinking about you as miscast roles, both of you. And again, like, I wanted you to do the twins from Parent Trap and do that scene. I don't know. I was also looking
I
at
love that.
children's
I have a scene
monologues.
for you both too.
Oh.
Ooh.
What's next?
Well, I have a scene. I have a monologue for Mariah and a scene for both of you to do.
Right.
Oh, a scene could be fun.
What's the scene from? I think you told me and I
It's
forgot.
from The Shape of Things by Neil LaBute.
Right. A play.
Everybody's favorite.
Yeah,
actor
can we do a scene?
Okay,
Unless,
great.
what's the monologue again?
The monologue's from Gone Girl.
Oh, that is pretty. God damn.
But I think a scene would be nice.
Let's do it. Let's do a scene.
Okay. All right. Sorry, multitasking.
No, it's okay.
All right,
I
here
have
we
so
go.
many pages. I also.
All right. So it's in the chat. It's in the chat, and it is.
Wait, where is it in the messages?
There's a lot of links. It's the
Wait.
top one. Scene for Kurt and Mariah.
There's no link.
Oh, it's at the very top of all of our group. It's at the very top
It's
of
the
our group
first
chat.
link that you can click
He
on
sent
in
it
our chat.
before.
I
Wow,
love
it's
the words monologue from Mariah. It's
see.
confusing.
wait,
I
it's
see.
The
sideways.
formatting was confusing.
Hold
Sorry,
on.
you're gonna have to click the little rotate button at the top of the thing.
I'm gonna
I didn't have a lot
export
of time
it.
to-
No, don't worry about it. It's perfect. It's literally the most perfect.
Just to give, can I give you both some context of what's happening in this scene?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the characters are Evelyn, an assertive and provocative art student, and Adam, a shy and insecure literature major.
Okay.
Adam is drawn to Evelyn's charisma and confidence. Evelyn changes Adam a lot in the play, and actually the first paragraph kind of tells you what's happening. So I'll just read it.
Yes.
When Evelyn became this is not from the play. This is just the context.
Okay.
Provided by this acting book that this came
Am
from.
I Adam or Evelyn?
You're Evelyn, unless you would like to. I have not been watching RuPaul's Drag Race, unless you'd like to switch.
No, I'm fine. I'll do it.
Okay. So, when Evelyn became Adam's girlfriend, everything about him began to change. Under Evelyn's tutelage, his hair and clothes became more stylish, and he improved his physique through exercise and healthier eating. Adam, a not very confident young man, feels lucky to have a lovely, sexy, and sophisticated girlfriend like Evelyn and will do anything to please her. They both attend the same college. Adam is majoring in English. He's 22, but still a junior because he had to work to save money for school. Evelyn is a passionate artist studying for an MFA. What Adam doesn't realize is that he is Evelyn's latest work of art. She will present his transformation, including videos of their lovemaking, as her graduate thesis.
She's
He
a
will learn that
bitch.
most of what she has said to him has been a lie.
Ah!
In the following scene, they are in a doctor's lounge.
Oh my god. I literally have to.
Waiting for a while.
And this is literally the moment that I have to find my charger. Okay, no, I'm gonna hope that my laptop doesn't die before this is done. And if it is, it's end of stream.
So this is not the moment where he finds out about this.
It's
This
not.
is just kind of a moment in which they are still dating.
Do you need to get your charger?
Beginning of this
You
date.
know what? Yeah. You guys can keep talking.
about to
My
watch?
stream, if you're on my stream, I'm just doing the holding image, but you'll be able to hear them still. I'll be right back in like 2 seconds, you guys.
Great.
I
Little
did this.
intermission.
Sounds good.
I did that scene, the confrontation scene, as part of like a
Great
showcase years ago in Hollywood for like an agent manager showcase. It's a great scene. And then I want to say
go?
it was good. Yeah, it was good. I think I was doing it for somebody else. Like it wasn't even like I was their partner and they were the one kind of being showcased. But yeah, it's
Yes.
great. And then I think I want to say Kim like maybe directed this play in college or. No. She directed Dating the Deep Blue Sea. It's also a great play. But no, maybe she did this play. But and Neil LaBute still making stuff. Still, I think he directed a film this year.
He did?
He directed.
Good for Neil.
What did he direct? He's directed some really weird stuff. Yeah, he did direct a movie called House of Darkness with Justin Long and Kate Bosworth, and it's actually really good. It's very play-like, but it's really rad. It's kind of a horror kind of film where this guy gets invited over and finds out maybe the woman who invited him over might be trying to eat his soul. Sounds familiar. Maybe he's got some issues.
Very similar to
Oh my god.
Neil LaBute.
Neil, are you okay? You okay?
His stuff.
Interesting.
Also, my friend Dylan is in the chat. Whatchamacallit,
Hello.
please follow Whatchamacallit on Twitch. And he mentions that this is a movie as well.
Yeah.
So if you don't know this,
What in the
play,
movie's called The
also a
Shape
really
of
good movie.
Things?
Yeah.
it is. It's
Oh.
Paul Rudd and Rachel Weisz.
Oh.
Great.
Okay.
Did Neil LaBute also write Closer?
No, that was another playwright.
Somebody else.
Also a great play.
That's another another great play with a lot of great relationship scenes. But that's for the next time we do this.
Are we
Sorry, go
doing the
ahead.
whole scene or should we? It might not be that long. What do you think?
I mean, it reads pretty fast.
It's pretty quick. Right. Oh my god,
I think it's probably about one Jupiter ascending monologue length. Yeah.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Or one Shakespeare monologue. I think it's just dialogue, so it reads pretty quick.
Okay, I can see everything. Okay.
Do you want me to read the stage?
Yeah, you want to be
Yeah.
stage directions? I would love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I've already read the context, so I'll read the stage directions. Here we
Okay.
go.
I'm so nervous.
The Doctor's Lounge. A glistening white room with relaxing color schemes on the wall and furniture, end tables filled with magazines. Adam and Evelyn sit on opposite couches, flipping through separate copies of In Style. After a moment, Adam glances up and checks his watch.
What'd they say?
Like 10:30?
That's 10:50 now.
No big deal. You always wait at the doctor's office.
I know, I just have to be at work by 12.
Today?
Yeah, I told you that.
No, you didn't.
I did. I always
Taylor's
work
coming in.
Wednesday.
I'm nervous. Sorry. Taylor, walk away. I'm acting. He gave me a thumbs up. I'm scared. Okay. May we start over?
Okay, yeah, let's start at the top.
I'm a professional. I just have a crush on my
You're both doing
partner
great.
I've been with for a
You're
long
both doing
time.
very well.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
I'm very ready for this.
The Doctor's Lounge.
Yep.
A glistening white room with relaxing color schemes on the wall and furniture, end tables filled with magazines. Adam and Evelyn sit on opposite couches, flipping through separate copies of In Style. After a moment, Adam glances up and checks his watch.
What time did they say?
Like 10:30.
That's 10:50 now.
It's no big deal. You always wait at the doctor's office.
I know, I just have to be at work by 12.
Today?
Yeah, I told you that.
No, you didn't.
I did. I always work Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah, every Wednesday.
Damn, well, I hope they,
It's okay. I guess I could be a little late if I have to.
You sure?
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, they hate it, but I can make something up.
We can go.
No, I want to do this. I do. Who wouldn't want to get their nose chopped off?
No, come on. It's not.
I'm
it's
kidding.
not.
I know. I think you're right about it.
It's just like shaving it.
Yeah, that's much better. shaving your nose off. That settles the nerves.
You're only talking to them anyway, that's all.
I know, it's just weird to think that...
People do it all the time, especially out here.
Right, no, you're right. I just never imagined myself as one of those people.
I'm literally one of those people. Would you ever have guessed?
What? No.
I had a
No,
different
you
line.
You are not.
I'm sorry.
No,
We're
you
back.
are not.
We're back. Bullshit. Take a look.
Where? I don't even see anything.
Exactly.
You had your nose done. Honestly.
At 16. That was my parents' birthday present to me.
Thoughtful.
No, I asked for it. I had this terrible hook. I had like the Jewish slope, we call it, in Lake Forest. And the only ski that runs for miles around.
I can't believe it. I can't tell.
But that's the idea, isn't it?
Yeah, but you could be lying to me.
And what would the point of that be?
To get me in here? To watch chunks of my flesh get torn away? You could be a sadist for all I know.
Quit sweet talking me.
Well, they did an amazing job. Wait, your name's Thompson? That's not Jewish.
On my mother's side, you dope. That's what makes me Jewish. Her maiden name is Tessman.
Oh.
And we don't have to stay here, Adam.
No, it's all right. It just makes me a little jumpy.
It's like, I think they're like, it's cosmetic, not corrective. You know, it's no big deal, I promise.
Well, if it's cosmetic, why can't I just put on some powder or something, or shade it side like they do for Richard Gere in photos?
You mean before?
He had it done?
Yeah, take a look at American Gigolo and then at any picture of him today. Like, I'm serious. Lots of guys do it. Joel Grey.
Okay, that's it.
I'm kidding. But what about Sting?
Yeah, I knew he did. Looked totally different in Quadrophenia. I used to rent that video all the time. My mod phase.
That must have been cute. Does he look better now? Sting, I mean?
I suppose so. Maybe it's all the yoga. I don't know.
I think you look great. I think you have a good face and a nice shape to your nose, but it's just got a bit of...
What?
like bulb at the end. Not a bulb, like exactly, but...
No, I get it. It's sort of the Rudolph effect. At least I can guide your sleigh tonight.
You can guide my sleigh any night. Sorry.
Let's stop there.
That was good. That was a good end.
That was real. I just want to say, I mean, that's only halfway through the scene, but the scene is longer than I thought.
Yeah, seriously.
But let me just say, that's so great. You both are so good at being so natural and...
Oh my God.
And,
Did Taylor hear that part?
No,
I hope he heard that part.
I mean, I hope he's listening so hard. Taylor?
that was great.
Hi. He waved. I don't think he was paying a fuck attention at all. And that's love, baby. That's love and I'm sure Kim and Lindsay are the same of like, my little guy's doing their little thing in there.
Yes.
I love it.
I just tell Kim, I'll be like, I'm streaming, and she'll go, okay.
Okay.
What time will you be home? Or now she doesn't trust me. She'll walk in the office and be like, are you streaming? And I'll be like, no. She's like,
live?
Are you sure? Because I'm in my pajamas.
Are you sure?
And I'm
Am
like,
I live?
okay.
Yeah, for real. I just realized it's also 8:30. Did you have an out at this time, or did I make
I'm
that
waiting for my next student to hop in, so I think I got a few minutes. But yeah, I like that scene. I really enjoy dialogue in plays that feels so much play dialogue feels like characters saying things. It's like, it's snowing today. What time is it? It's time for us to leave. Leave where?
Yeah.
Wherever you want. Then you go, what is happening?
I
like dialogue where they're just saying stuff to each other.
I know. It was actually like kind of nice. But I'll tell you this, and I don't know if either of you picked up on this when we were doing the actual scene. I thought I was getting the nose job, and that's the magic of a cold read, is that I realized like 2 lines later, I was like, oh, you're getting the nose job. But I have already had one done. I was like learning it as we were going, but I was like, I've been giving all of you guys these notes, and then now here I am with doing the exact same thing where it's like, ooh, this is getting more a part of me the longer that we get. I don't know. I just think you can have so many fun discoveries within cold reads. I think that they can be so helpful for an actor. Like, there's stuff I would have translated if we were to work on this, I think.
I like this too because I love cold reading stuff. Like,
it's so fun.
One of my favorite parts of any process of doing a new project is when you get to read through it the first time. It's just fun because there's no stakes. It's like, it's inherently like messy, and that's one of my favorite. I don't know if you guys know Joe Moses, but Joe Moses and I, for like a while back before he went to law school, Joe and I started like a little like thing kind of like this, where the whole idea was every Monday we rented a studio and we would just show up and invite friends to bring monologue scenes. Maybe you wrote something, and it was just like a space to like, I'm just going to get up and read it. And you read this character. And it was like, Tessa and Joe and I and a few other people would show up here and there. And it was like, just fun, and it felt really chill to like, I wrote a scene, like maybe there's something to it, maybe there's a script here or something, and I like it. It's just fun to try things and not feel like the weight of performance,
Absolutely. Yeah, it really takes the stakes away and allows you to just play together as actors. And it's like, and Kurt, we've done so little scenes together ever, so there was like also a moment where I was like, oh my god, I'm acting with Kurt.
Have we ever like gotten to actually do like a scene together?
I don't think we've ever done more than like 4 back and forth lines directly to each other or something like that. That was like definitely our longest streak.
Zoe and Zach one day.
They're coming back. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's like, I think probably they have potential.
You both are such great actors.
John,
I love watching you both perform.
You are too.
And also, you both have gotten so much better.
Oh, thank you.
That's so nice.
Well.
I think that's like my favorite thing about acting is you just like never stop growing, and like
that's true.
I used to like look at old stuff, like old bootlegs of me, and like absolutely cringe or just be like, what am I doing, or like what's going on, and at this point, it's like, oh, wow, how cool that I would know, like, you know what, I would actually change this, or I would actually do this. That just shows that I've grown to be able to look at things with, like, that sort of perspective. So instead of, like, shaming myself or judging myself, it's just like, I've grown since then, and that's very cool.
Trying to make films, honestly, was really helpful in learning to get over the like, absolute hatred I had of watching myself, because I'd watch myself in things so much that I disassociated, and I'd just be like, that's some guy, I don't know who that is.
Absolutely.
And it kind of helped me get past that mental barrier of, because sometimes if I'm doing a project, I'll start to think about how will this look when somebody else is watching it, and then it's like you're completely in your own head. And so honestly, like editing things and going, it'll be fine, I don't know, it'll be fine, it's like just doing it enough that I went past hating myself to being like, I don't hate myself anymore.
Real.
But I also totally understand when people don't want to watch themselves. I totally get it. I'm like, I respect that. I feel that way about hearing myself sing. I get really uncomfortable hearing myself sing.
Me too. Myself. Sing.
Yeah.
I have a hard time hearing myself.
I actually feel like...
But it helps a lot.
Yeah. No, I feel the exact same way. And I know that that's probably annoying to hear, like, coming from me, who's, like, part of my brand for fucking ever is, like, I sing. But that's why it took me 28 years to release music. I didn't want to hear myself back, So...
Yeah, it's weird when you love a thing and you want to be good at it, but then you just can't accept it of yourself. Like, every time I go home for the holidays, my mom's like, will you and Kim sing Oh Holy Night for my friends? And we're like, no. Absolutely not. That's a nightmare. And she's like, you do it all the time. And I'm like, yes. But when I've prepared and I've rehearsed, like this is, now I just feel extremely vulnerable. So
I hate it. John.
I have a question before we conclude. Is this something that you both liked doing? Should we do this again sometime?
I thought this was very fun.
Maybe not necessarily right away, but sometime soon.
Yeah, I think this is also be fun to do. I think this would be fun to do in person, and I think we could even have some day players if this were to grow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that could be very fun to do some scenes.
Let's get Corey Doris in here.
The real one. The real one. Which, just to address this on stream, we had some impersonators last stream, and like, no one's mad at anybody. Like, it's fine. No. But it's just one of those things of like, let's not do that in the future, just for safety reasons and whatnot. And like, but honest to God, for that one time that we did it, that one time that happened, It was so funny. John texting me and Kurt and going, "Did Corey ever reply?" And I was like, "Oh, let me check." And just seeing that email that said, "Was this Zoom link meant for me?" And I texted him and I was like, "You weren't in a chat, were you?" And he was, to whoever was doing it, if you're watching, he was like simultaneously pissed, but mainly pissed that he wasn't actually there and couldn't join the Zoom, which I thought was really sweet. And he was just like, "That wasn't me. I wish it was. I was at the gym." But
that's why when people were like, "Lauren's in the YouTube chat," I was like, "There's
no way.
There's no way." I know Lauren. There's no way that she'd be like, "I'm going to join this YouTube chat."
There's no way, because it's not even that she wouldn't watch us. It's that, has Lauren ever joined a YouTube chat? It's like, I don't think that's not what she does on the reg. And that's very real.
Another thing, I want to try, I'm a little nervous about it, but I want to try doing a cooking or baking stream. And I was wondering if you wouldn't mind, if you would love or like to come over and I would make both of you pancakes.
I would love that.
Because I make really, really good, I've practiced making pancakes a lot. I'll send you photos.
I don't need a picture.
I make really great pancakes.
That's literally
pancakes are
in
legit.
fact, if you come over, I'll make pancakes and popovers.
Pancakes are legitimately my favorite thing in the entire world.
Me too. I would love, and you know what? They're like, have you guys seen This Is the End? It's a movie that I quote a lot. But there's one of it that's like, the part where like James Franco gets a Milky Way to have at the end of his party. And he's like, "I specifically got it for that. It's my special treat." That is like, when I get pancakes, that's like how I feel about it. It's like, I specifically wanted pancakes today. That was my special thing. So John, I think the idea of like you even offering to make us pancakes is the nicest thing you could say to me. Is where
I will be there with a fork and a smile.
A fork and a smile.
I love making food for my friends.
I would love that so much. I think that's also like so beautiful and yet so funny at the same time. Do you have a cooking persona, or is it still you? Like a character, or is it just still completely John?
It's just me.
I love that.
It's me with an apron.
Yes. It's like heightened cook John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's heightened cook John.
Heightened cook John. Yeah.
That's what I also love cooking and baking. So that'd be we could rotate around.
Oh my god, I would make something.
Absolutely.
I only know how to make.
Absolutely.
I actually can't really bake, but I can cook quite well. So I would feel confident.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Ooh, I really like making paella. So we're going to my roots. I could also, a lot of like more stuff that's like family and cultural. Like I'd make some good latkes for you guys, some potato pancakes. That could be fun. That could be pretty cool. But I also make like good salmon, things like that.
Do you guys like seafood?
I love seafood.
Right? I love seafood.
Yeah.
One of the things I love to make, I think it's my best thing that I make because I can't do dairy. I make a Alfredo, like a salmon seafood Alfredo, but with cashews. It's a cashew like garlic base.
Can you make
one of the best things I've ever had, and I would love to make that.
Alfredo with cashew.
Yeah,
like
it's
a cashew milk
that's the sauce.
Base?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like boil cashews, and it's like garlic and onions that I like saute and like chicken broth for like an hour, and then anyway you blend it. It's amazing. It's genuinely. I've given it to people and not told them that it was dairy free, and they'll be like, "This is the best Alfredo I've ever had," and I'm like, "No dairy." So anyway,
that's literally, Kurt. If you were to offer that to me and I didn't know that it was dairy free, and you'd be like, "I made this salmon Alfredo," it'd be one of those moments where like a bitch doesn't pray much anymore. I would start praying for my tummy. I'm not even Catholic. I don't even know which way to go. But you going like it's cashews, I'm like, I'd eat the shit out of that. Right?
That's fucking great.
I'd eat the damn shit out of it. That sounds so fun. We should definitely do it.
We should definitely do that.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Although, and I'm saying this live, but I have you guys, so I'm just going to say it. We've also been talking about we should just have a dinner party with our respective partners and have a good night soon sorry guys, I don't want to leave all of our viewers out, but we should also just hang out.
If no stream, why do things?
If no stream, why do? Why befriend?
If no stream, why do? Why do no? If
no stream, why live?
No stream, why live?
That sounds lovely.
Go
I would
photos.
love to do that.
That sounds so fun.
Our partners are pretty cool.
I really like them.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're pretty awesome.
I think they're really cute.
I've gotten in hot water with Kim because I called Kim my roommate one time on Twitch stream because I don't want everyone to associate her as because for years pre Star Kid stuff, people would be like, your wife. And it's like, well, yeah.
I see what you're saying.
But also many other things. And so somebody on the stream was like, who was that? And I was like, I was my roommate, partner, and then everybody has been roasting me. And now they're like, your roommate.
I get your intent. Your intent makes so much sense. But I get where the execution.
I deserve to be roasted. It's fair. It's fair.
That's really cute, actually. I love that. I feel like if I called Taylor my roommate when he'd be walking by and he heard it, he probably wouldn't care, but he'd be like, bitch. Like
Kim was like, what?
Yeah.
She's like, what?
Hello? Yeah.
And I was like,
Not here. One of my delightful mods and viewers, Kay, just said, and they were roommates, which is a really good response to that.
Yep.
To that. I'm so glad I looked at the chat in that exact moment. Well, I think I'm gonna end here because I need to eat dinner and go piss girl. So you guys know that saying, right?
I got it. No.
Oh God, I saw both of your faces just go ooh when I said piss girl, and I went, I don't think they know that audio. You haven't heard the I got go piss girl.
Yeah, go piss, girl.
This is I gotta
what it
go.
means.
I gotta go.
I know what it means.
In my head, I
know what
thought
it
one of
means.
two things. I'm gonna head out,
know.
and/or I need to pee. I don't know which.
It is
But
both.
both are valid.
It is both.
Okay.
It's the truth is that I'm gonna order some dinner and also go to the restroom if we're gonna be respectful young ladies.
Amazing.
Go piss, girl.
But I go piss girl. See, you done. That's literally exactly how you're supposed to say it. It's the response of I need to go to the bathroom. Go piss girl.
Go piss, girl.
That is how.
Okay,
Yeah, that
okay.
was perfect. That was using it in a sentence. That really was.
Got it.
Wow.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
Thank God we got through that. I would love to do this again with you guys, and we'll talk off stream, but maybe an earlier one, so that this is a later time for a lot of people. We'll do one maybe earlier in the day next time.
Sounds great. Sounds
Perfect.
great.
I love it.
Morning pancakes.
Stop! I'm so excited.
Go piss, girl.
Go piss, girl. I never want anyone else to say it but you ever again for the rest of my life.
Go piss, girl.
I gotta go. I'm like, you're making me not sober laugh for a sober person right now, which is really nice of you. Thank you for doing that. I love everyone who watched. I'm gonna
Yeah,
stop
thanks for
going
hanging out with us,
live.
everybody. This is a blast.
I don't remember how to do that. Where's
We all have
Streamlabs?
MFAs now.
We
so-
all have MFAs now.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm stopping going live. Goodbye.
too.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.